Hey guys, Romie here. Alright, so happy Thanksgiving. If you didn't see me say happy Thanksgiving in one of my other videos, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Please let me know how yours went. Mine was great. Mine was cool. I just had a couple of days to relax. You know, spend some time with the family, but mainly to relax. So it's all good. This is Married to Medicine, Season 4, Episode 4. The Father, Son, and Heavenly Spirits. The episode starts off with, of course, Dr. Simone, going and getting Dr. Jackie and Quad in the car so that they can go down to Nashville for go where Simone is from and where Quad went to school, actually, to college. And they need to find her father. Now, I'm thinking, wait a minute, I know it's only the three of them, so why is Dr. Simone saying, surprise, we're actually going to pick up one more person. We're on our way to pick up Mariah, because Quad's driving. So Quad had this look of, you little bit, this is a trip for your father, so I'm going to be cool. I'm not going to say that, but that's what I'm thinking. That's the reason why I'm not going off on you. Because, like, you know, I don't like to be surprised. You know, I don't like to be railroaded. I don't like to be hoodwinked, but okay. I mean, Quad was quiet. Quad had that look of, you little, I really hate your ass right now, but you know, I'm doing this because this for your father. So this is the only reason why I'm doing this for you. And then they're like, Quad, yes ma'am. What day is it today? It's like, oh, you little bit. It's April Fool's. Simone, that was a good one. That was a good one. I had to give it to you. That was a good one. Now, Dr. Heavenly meets up with Jewel, who is her, I believe, her pastor and her friend. And Dr. Heavenly's like, I want to be a better person. And remember, this is the person that Dr. Heavenly went on and had that interview with, what was it, last season or the season before that. And Dr. Heavenly just lets me know that my daughter is saying that I'm a little abrasive. And it's actually my alter ego. She's called Lil Kim. Why? Because people would pick on me. I was shorter. I was fat growing up, so as a result, I had to defend myself. People didn't think that I would be able to defend myself, but of course I was able to defend myself. And I never grew out of that. So now she's to figure out how she can go and be a better person. I must say, Dr. Heavenly did look heavenly in this scene. I was like, look at her. She's looking good. She has some, you know, some tree moss in her hair, but she's looking good. She actually looking a little saintly in that white. And Jewel is letting her know, look, you have to go and remove the things out of your life that aren't helping you. So Dr. Heavenly was like, wait, does that include alcohol? And again, I started because thinking, Dr. Heavenly's the same type of person that makes it seem like she doesn't drink. So the fact that she full on admitted that only does she drink, not only does she enjoy alcohol, the fact that she's just like, damn, I have to actually go and remove that. It's like, if it doesn't make you a better person, then yes. Then I was like, okay, we'll see about that. I can do the other stuff. I can try to be a nicer person, make amends and all of that. But we'll see about the whole alcohol thing. Toya is still with the fact that aside from the money issues and Eugene not being home as much as she would like to or her kids are used to, one of her kids was, what is his name, Aiden? Was it Aiden? Or was it the other one? Is acting a plumb fool in school. And she's actually getting reports from school. Of course, this isn't a new email, but Toya had to let it be known, look, I'm the mother. I don't want to discipline them. They have a father. We're a two-parent household. So I'm going to let their father go and discipline them. And then I'll reinforce what the father has to do because I have to be with them most of the time. So you can't expect me to be bad cop all the time. Eugene just gets to come home and be good cop. I'm like, after a hard day's work, doesn't need to. Anyway, because you're doing a hard day's work too. Trust and believe. You have two kids, Lord, more power to you. Two young, but oh Lord, more power to you, because your one ill's messed up. Because her one child is kicking people. He's hitting people, and he's hitting on the girls. She was like, wait a minute now. You're hitting on some little girl. What is wrong with you? He was just like, you know, I'm doing it because, you know, look, it's just what we do. I'm like, what the? Who is this 4-year-old boy? Toy, you need to get a hold of him fast, because that behavior only gets worse as you don't grow up out of that type of mentality. So y'all gonna have to nip that mess in the bud now. like this should have happened yesterday. Her other sister's like, yeah, mommy, he kicking girls and doing this and that. So it's like, why do you do that? Why? I'm like, wait a minute. So I guess he's the older brother or something, because he's looking at his other brother like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong? Like, what is wrong with you? Now, that was a mess. And I'm sure Toya was really embarrassed. This was an embarrassing season. We're 4 episodes in, and this is already a really embarrassing season for Toya. Now let's see how she overcomes this, because she could have an amazing triumph by the end of the season. And that's what I'm hoping for, because right now we're back with Simone and they're in Nashville. And it's just like, they get to the house that they're going to be staying in for the time being. And Dr. Jackie, I'm like, this is a nice house. This is a nice house. And Dr. Simone's just saying how, look, the regentrification of this area did it some good, because stuff like this was not here when I was growing up. And I didn't even realize I was poor until I became a doctor. I'm just like, wow, you had a good family then, if they were able to shield you from the fact that and make you not feel like you were lesser than. And we go into this house. This is a nice house. This is a nice, quaint house. Dr. Jackie's just like, you see the wooding up there? Oh my gosh, this is like the plantation. Where's Miss Seeley? Where's Miss Seeley? All my life. All my life. No good come to you until you do right by my daughter. I'm like, y'all need to stop it. Y'all need to stop it. I'm thinking, Jackie, this is a nice house. Stop. Jackie, stop. I understand that you're city girl, so this whole rustic look, you're not feeling it, especially with Cecil. This is exactly what he probably wants. We get to the private eye coming in, and Dr. Simone, it was only, what was it, like 10 questions in, and she had enough, because now she didn't storm out. She went to the bathroom. Dr. Jackie followed her, and it's like, I'm going to be there to support my friend, because I know this is a tough time for her. And because she was asking questions like, when he got out of jail, and Simone's like, which time? What is his normal habits of when he's out? So like, I don't know. Where does he normally go? I don't know. Would he go and sell? I don't know. I just know that he has a bank account and he hasn't touched it. So we can't even trace that. We don't know. We don't know. He doesn't want to be found. We don't know if he... We don't know. So once she leaves, and I think Quad was talking to her while Dr. Simone was collecting herself in the bathroom. But Dr. Jackie lost her father, who we saw last season was, I think going through dementia or Alzheimer's. And Quad lost her father by the time the reunion hit. So it was just hard. It was hard for all of them, and that's why they're really there to support, because this is like, if we can find him, we can do right by Simone by helping her do right, by finding her father and helping her. And Dr. Simone feels bad because she's like, after he got out that last time, something told me to go and reach out to try and get him in some type of program, but because of his past behavior, I wasn't sure if it was gonna do anything. That's why I didn't reach out. I'm like, wow, that's tough. Lisa Nicole brings her husband over because she needs some marriage counseling. I'm like, okay, I respect this. I really do respect this. And Lisa Nicole lets it be knowing, no, we're trying to have a baby, we're trying to do this and that. And he told some of his friends that, he may not necessarily feel the same way. He's lied 2 days ago about it. If it happens, it happens. If it happens, if it doesn't, it doesn't. She's trying to ask him, look, do you really want this baby or not? It's just like, I love you. I'm here to support you. You want a baby? I want a baby. Of course, I want a baby too. I want you here first. I want your health to be first. Her pastor lets me know, I'm going to pray for you. But you need to do some homework, because this isn't some fly-by-night situation. You need to say what you like about each other, what you don't like, what you like about each other. What you don't like about each other and what you love about each other. Now it's the next day, and they're regrouping because they're going to go out on a search. And this is where Dr. Simone's cousin, her first cousin, who is her uncle's, her uncle's daughter, is going to help them with the search. So they're going down to their old stomping grounds, to where Simone used to live. And I was just like, wow, Simone actually, where she lives, I don't know if they partially redid it or if it looks exactly the same. But Simone's just like, when I was growing up, I didn't even sleep in my own bed. I would actually put my head up against my parents' bedroom wall, until I couldn't hear them anymore, and then I would go to my bed, because I guess it was comforting or whatever. But Dr. Jackie makes it be known, we know that Dr. Simone came from saying how, you know, we couldn't put anything out. They would take the bike, they would take my little car, they would take everything. And I'm thinking, you know what? It's amazing because even though Dr. Simone still had more than, in my opinion, certain black people, not now, but at that time, certain black people growing up. So clearly her parents were definitely doing a lot right. Because even where they were living, I was like, okay, clearly there was a lot of foolery going on, but they probably lived in one of the nicer apartment areas than a lot of black people at that time. Now it's time for Dr. Heavenly to talk to her husband, and she's just like, you know, I'm trying to do better. You know, I actually apologized to that bit to Shanice. You know, I apologized to her, and she did. She was like, I am sorry the way how I came off and what I said. I was like, okay. She's like, I'm trying to be a better person, and so she's gonna have some hanky panky with her husband, and you know, she took what her pastor said to heart. She's gonna write down her testimony, her devotionals, you know, what she wants, what she doesn't want on the mirror. Kind of like if you watch Being Mary Jane, how her confessions, how she has those post-its all over the walls and mirrors of her house, you know, just affirmations. And Dr. Simone's going through it because they're going, and Quad's, you know, being Superwoman, she's going all around trying to hand out these, you know, do you know this man? Do you know this man? Posters all over to everyone. And she goes to this house, and there's this house where this woman says, go to the junkyard because, yeah, I know him. I know Frank Simone. I know him. Yeah, go to the junkyard. I saw him a couple of months ago, and I'm thinking, dang, a couple of months. Anything could have happened since then, but at least it's a lead. When she tells Dr. Simone, because I think she's in shock, she's just like, oh, Lord Jesus, I can't get my hopes up, but, you know, maybe something will happen. And after that, we see Toya. Toya's talking to Eugene, and Eugene's just like, okay, so what's going on with our kids? Because Toya lets it be known, yeah, the kids, they're, when I say the kids, I mean, what was it, Aiden? One of them is acting a plumb fool. He's peeing on the walls at school. He's also kicking kids, playfully kicking kids in the face. I'm like, you don't playfully kick someone in the face unless you're not making contact. Either way, you need to nip that in the bud. It's like, so what are we going to do about it? Well, he's just like, he's 4, so he's definitely old enough. I'm thinking, if he was 2 and doing that, my mom, and I was doing that, my mom will snatch me up real quick and been like, boy, don't even make me, enough said. I'd never do it again. It's just like, and Eugene is like, I was a good kid, so I know this must be your genes. So it's like, you know, in school I was a handful, so I understand, you know, maybe one of my kids being a handful as well. And that's what Toya was saying. I'm thinking, I'm sure you were a handful. I'm sure you were. So what are we going to do? We're going to take away his iPad. I'm thinking, wait a minute, he's 4 years old. He's 4 years old and he has an iPad. Well, if I had a kid, he would have an iPad. He would have everything. Well, he wouldn't have an iPad because I'm a Samsung person. But I do. You definitely take stuff away because if you're not, you know, the beating your child type or spanking your child type, the next best thing is to take things away because even at that age, they become really clingy to stuff. So they understand, you do wrong, I'll take this. You do wrong, I do take that. But if they're doing a little bit too much, because it looks like they weren't really listening to Toya like that, at least at this point in time, that's when you need to go and do some physical education with them. You know exactly what I mean by that. And she wasn't pinging on him, but I'm sure not having his dad around as much does make a difference. But you both still need to figure out a way to get him to be like, look, little boy, you're not going to be doing all of that because you're a representation of us and you can't be acting a plumb fool. If we're going to act a plumb fool, you can't be acting a plumb fool. You're supposed to be better. Dr. Simone goes to the church where she actually got married and she sees her pastor. And of course he hasn't seen her father, and actually the last time he really even heard about her father was when she was at the wedding. And we hear about, you know, funny wedding stories of her freaking out because Cecil didn't make it to the rehearsal dinner because he was focused on getting everyone else to the rehearsal dinner that he didn't make it herself. And she cursed him out. She pretty much cursed him out. The pastor was just like, you know, I had to console her. And she's like, but Qualis is like, 20 years in the making. They're clearly doing a lot right. Lisa Nicole has it out with her husband, and they do their homework. What is it that you don't like about each other? Well, I don't like it that you come in when I have a hard day of work, or hard night of work, you come in and you do your business in the room that I'm trying to sleep in. I'm like, that is rude. That is rude. That's rude. She was like, I don't like the fact that you don't... Something. It didn't matter. But it's just like, Lisa Nicole's like, I love the sex. He was like, I love that you haven't given up on me. It's just like, you know, and you made me a better man for it, because we've been married for 9 years. I've been faithful for 5. I was like, wait a minute, what? And she didn't blink. He said, oh, we've been married for 9 years and I've been faithful for 5. I'm like, Jesus, and it's making me a better person for it. I almost was like, I'm done. I'm done. I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh yeah, when Quad and then went to the junkyard, it was a dead end. They didn't find any information on him. And this whole time, again, this, even though this was for Dr. Simone, this was also for Quad and Jackie, because they recently lost their fathers, and they just want to help Dr. Simone reunite with hers. And I was like, oh. So that was it. Please like, comment, subscribe. You know, I really appreciate the fact that these reality shows are starting to come back to reality, and we're having regular scenes. But I do want to see a little bit of the mess, because we know their lives aren't perfect. So we need to see a little bit more of that. And it looks like Jackie, she doesn't turn up, but she lets me know, y'all disrespected me. And I'm like, y'all can leave. Like, oh, okay. I'm sorry that they did that, but I appreciate this type of raw attitude of, y'all not gonna play me. Y'all can play yourselves, but you're not gonna play me. You're not gonna do it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think.